Hello there and welcome. My name's John Leary and this is weeks 5 and 6, the third sequence in the primary series. Go ahead and start in the center of your mat facing the long side. Find a mountain position, the balls of the feet together, toes spread, push down through the heels to straighten the legs, flex the quads, lift your kneecaps. Inhale, roll your shoulders towards your ears. And then exhale, shoulders back and down your spine. Hands hang at your sides, palms face in, fingertips spread. Tuck the tailbone. Move the chin in and up towards your throat and let your eyes fall shut. Let yourself arrive on your mat. There's nowhere else to be, nothing else to do. Begin to feel the breath move your torso. Feel your feet engage the mat. Throughout practice, when you recognize that you're lost in thought or distracted, notice your feet and the contact that they have with the mat. Find a deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more. Deep inhale. Hold at the top here. And in 3, 2, 1. Exhale down. Open your eyes. And jump into a wide-legged position. Arms at shoulder height, both feet pointed towards the long edge of your mat. Take your left foot and rotate it towards the short edge of your mat. Set up for triangle pose. Left heel in line with back, big toe, ball mound. Feel your feet push down into the mat and squeeze towards the center of your mat. Gaze over your left fingertips. Inhale, reach the left fingertips forward. And then exhale, arms to 12 and 6 o'clock. Left hand can come down to the shin or the mat or block. If the hand comes to mat or block, place it on the outside of the left leg. Right hand stacks over right shoulder or comes to right hip. Goal here is to open the torso, stack the shoulders and hips so that you can push flat on a wall behind you. Notice your breath. And use each inhale to reach long towards the front of your mat, out the top of your spine. And each exhale to pull the belly button in and twist, open, gaze up, tuck the tailbone. Inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, come back up to a neutral, wide-legged position, arms at a T. Right foot rotates towards the short edge of your mat. Left toes point towards the long edge. Gaze over right fingertips. Inhale, fingertips forward. Feel your legs squeeze together. As you exhale, cartwheel the arms into 12 and 6 o'clock. Gaze rotates up in time towards the top hand. Top hand stacks over left shoulder. Reach up out of the fingertips or bring the left hand to left hip. Either position, chest opens towards the side of your mat. Each inhale, reach long out the top of your head towards the right foot. Each exhale, pull belly button in, tuck the tailbone to twist. Inhale. And exhale. One more. Deep inhale. And exhale. Next, inhale. Come back to a neutral position. Rotate the left toes towards the short edge of the mat. Right toes towards the long edge. And then on your next exhale, extended side angle. Straight line from your right heel through the right fingertips. 90-degree bend in the left knee. Left forearm can be on the left quad. You might lift the elbow and imagine that you're holding a platter, or you can plant the left hand on the outside of the left foot. Reach through the right fingertips. Feel a stretch from the right hip through the right tricep. See if you can rotate your gaze up as you push your feet down and squeeze your feet towards the midline of your mat. Feel the inner thighs engage. Tuck the tailbone in. Pull the left knee out and back. Inhale. And exhale. Next, inhale up to a neutral, wide-legged position, arms at shoulder height, toes to the long edge. Rotate right foot towards the short edge of the mat. Next, exhale, 90-degree bend to right knee, extended side angle. Right heel is still in line with the middle or the big toe ball mound of the back foot. Right knee stacks over right ankle. Notice if the knee starts to track towards the toes. Keep the shins straight up and down. Reach longer out the left fingertips. See if you can straighten the left arm as you rotate the torso open, belly button to spine. Straighten the back leg. Feel the left quad. Lift up and back behind you. Inhale. And exhale. Next, inhale. Come up to a neutral, wide-legged position. Bring the hands to hips. Rotate towards the left foot and step the back foot in. Set up for warrior one. Left toes to the back of the mat. Left knee stacks over the left ankle. Keys that the hips are neutral. Left hip pulls back, right hip shifts forward. Back foot's at 45 degrees. Feel the pinky toe edge of the back foot push into the mat. Next, inhale, sweep the arms up. Warrior one. Continue to push into both feet. Feel the back heel push into the mat, stretch on the back calf. Notice if the hips start to open, shift the right hip forward. Tuck the belly button in, tailbone down. Hands might extend straight up overhead, palms face in, or you might join the hands overhead in a steeple grip. Gaze shifts up. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, back bend from between the shoulder blades. Maintain the bend in the front knee. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And then exhale, come back to center. Rotate towards the right foot this time. Step the back foot in. Bend into the right knee. Front shin straight up and down, knee stack over ankle. Back foot out at 45 degrees. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Hips neutral, right hip back, left hip forward. Continue to feel left heel push towards the mat. Try to straighten the back knee. Feel the skin on the left knee, the back of the left knee. Expand. Palms can face in here. Hands reach over the shoulders. at shoulder height, or maybe join the hands in a steeple grip. Inhale, reach the fingertips tall. Exhale, slight back bend from between the shoulders. Pull the shoulders back and down. Tuck the tailbone. Feel the left hip shift forward. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. This time release. Open up to a neutral position. Toes point towards the long edge. Arms at shoulder height. Rotate left toes towards the back of the mat. Inhale. Reach the fingertips long away from you. Gaze over left fingertips. And then exhale, bend into the left knee. Warrior two. Left shin is straight up and down, knee stacked over top of the ankle. Torso stacked over the hips. Tuck your tailbone. Chest open to the long edge of your mat. Lift the hands to shoulder height. Gaze over the front fingertips. Breathe here. Feel the left knee pull out and back. Outside of left leg engages. Feel the right quad rotate up and back behind you. Straighten the back leg. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, straighten the left leg, feet point towards the long edge. And then exhale, right toes point towards the short edge, bend into the right knee. Hands at shoulder height, reach the fingertips long. Right shin straight up and down, push into both feet and feel them squeeze towards the center of your mat. Hips will lift just slightly. Tuck the tailbone down. Pull the right knee out and back. Rotate left quad over left shoulder. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale, back to a neutral wide-legged position. Bring the hands to hips. Rotate towards the left foot. Step the right foot in here. Maybe 2 or 3 feet between the feet. Right foot points out at about 45 degrees. You might open it up to a 90-degree angle or somewhere in between. Left toes point forward. Revolve triangle. Inhale, circle the arms out, around and up. Exhale, fold forward. Hand, right hand comes down to mat or block. Next, inhale, left hand reaches up towards the ceiling. Left hand can stack over left shoulder or come to left hip. Goal is to open the torso. Reach long out the top of your spine. Create length so that on each exhale you can pull belly button into spine. Twist deeper. Feel the back foot push into the mat. Inhale. And exhale, bend into the left knee, hands come down to frame left foot. Slowly roll your spine up to standing. And rotate through center and towards the right foot. Step the left foot in 2 or 3 feet between your feet. Right toes point forward. Straighten the legs, hips come to a neutral position. Inhale, circle the arms out, around and up. And then exhale, fold forward. Left hand comes down to the mat or a block, maybe even the shin. Inhale, reach the right hand up towards the ceiling, or bring the right hand to hip. Continue to push into both feet. Feel equal weight in both feet. Feel the outside of the back foot and heel push down. Feel the right hip pull back in space. Inhale. And exhale. Hand comes down to center. Roll up to standing. Rotate through center and then towards the left foot. Set the feet on railroad tracks, set up for pyramid. Left toes forward, right foot out 45 degrees. Left hip pulls back, right hip shifts forward. Inhale, arms circle out, around and up, reach tall out of the fingertips, create length through the armpits, and then exhale, forward and down. Bring the hands to mat, shin, or a block. You also have the option with the hands here to bring the hands to join at the low back, maybe even grab opposite forearms, and then lift the arms or hands forward towards the head and up at the ceiling. Wherever the arms are, goal here is to center the hips between the feet. Continue to push into both feet. Feel the back leg and knee lengthen. Use your breath to fall deeper into the posture. Inhale, halfway lift. Feel the belly button pull up and in towards the rib cage. Extend forward, and then exhale, forward and down. In time, slowly begin to bend the left knee and roll the spine up to standing. Move through center and transition to the right foot. Step the left foot in, set on railroad tracks. Feel the feet push down into the mat and squeeze towards the center of your mat. Right hip pulls back in space. Inhale, arms sweep up, fingertips extend tall. Option to join the hands at the low back before you exhale, forward and down. If the hands are in front, come to mat, shin, or block. If the hands are joined behind you, shift the hands towards the head and up at the ceiling. Continue to find neutral hips. Right hip shifts back. Push the left heel into the mat. Feel long in both legs. Use your breath to fold deeper. Inhale, halfway lift. Belly button pulls in and up. Exhale, forward and then down. In time, bring the hands to hips as you slowly roll the spine up to standing, slight bend in the front knee. And then open up towards the long side of your mat. Set up for wide-legged forward fold. Maybe walk the feet apart. Toes point directly towards the long edge of the mat. Edges of the feet parallel with the short edges. Push the feet down. Squeeze them towards the center of your mat. Inhale, circle your arms out, around, and up. Reach tall hips through the fingertips. And then exhale, wide-legged forward fold down. Let your hands come to rest underneath the shoulders. Let your chin tuck and head hang. Notice where the weight's distributed in your feet. It might be on the inside or outside. See if you can push the feet straight down. 4 points of contact each foot. Notice if one leg is bent a little bit more than the other. See if you can straighten them equally and lift the hips. Use your breath to fold. Inhale, belly button in and up to the rib cage, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward and then down. You can join hands to opposite elbows here, or maybe join the hands on the back of the head. Elbows clamp underneath the ears. In time, let your hands drop down and slowly begin to bend into the knees as you roll the spine up to standing. Rotate towards one of the short ends of your mat, doesn't matter here. Step forward into a mountain position. Inhale, arms circle out, around and up. Reach tall. And then exhale, tuck the chin, transition, begin to bend the knees through chair pose. Let the hips come down to the mat and rock forward and back along the length of your spine until you come down into a position with your legs extended long in front and your arms extended long overhead. Palms face up, point the toes. Tuck the belly button down, tailbone up towards the ceiling just slightly. Pull your shoulders down and back. Push the arms into the mat gently. Inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, bring the legs together and lift the feet. Continue to point the toes. Legs or feet are maybe 2 feet off the ground here. Continue to breathe. Pull the belly button down, tuck the tailbone up. Continue to point the toes. And then in time, lift the feet up towards the ceiling, looking for more of a 90-degree bend at the waist here. You might not get totally to 90 degrees. See where you can go and work in that direction. Key is going to be pulling the belly button down, tucking the tailbone up, pointing the toes, extending up through the heels. Push the back of your hands into the mat. Squeeze the legs together. Inhale. And then exhale with control. Lower the feet down to meet your mat. Take a deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more deep inhale. Hold at the top here. In 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release. Transition. Bring the arms or elbows down towards your hips and sit up here, boat pose. Lift, well, 2 options here. You can at least have the feet or toes on the mat, lift the heels, or you can bring the feet up in line with the knees. Either leg position, arms come up in line with the shoulders, palms face up. Squeeze the legs together gently. The knees may not touch, but you want the inside of the feet to touch. Pull belly button to spine, tuck the shoulders back, chin moves in and up. point and extend through the toes and the top of your head. And then transition, low boat. Bring your hands to the back of your head, straighten the legs, bring the torso down. Legs are still lifted, toes point. Back lifted off the mat before you exhale, release down. Find a deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Transition, shoulder stand. Place the hands next to the hips, palms face down. Begin to bring the knees in towards your chest and then shoot the feet up, catch your low back with the hands. Walk the elbows in, tuck your chin towards your throat, lengthen the back of your neck. Push through the triceps, elbows, and shoulders to lift the feet, tuck your tailbone, point the toes, squeeze the legs together. Continue to breathe here. Create space by lifting out of the armpit. In time, transition, plow pose. Bring the legs down behind you. Keep the gaze straight up. First goal here is to stack the hips over top of the shoulders. Legs can be straight, knees can bend, legs can be together or feet wide, up to you. Continue to push into the shoulders. Hands might come down to the mat, whatever's comfortable. Hands can also push on the low back. And in time, place your hands down as you slowly begin to roll your upper back, mid back, low back, into hips to the mat. Extend your legs long in front. Place your palms face down, tuck the thumbs underneath the glute hamstring crease. Tuck the shoulders in underneath you, perch your chest up. The toes can fall out to the side. Let your eyes fall shut. And begin to notice your breath. Feel your torso move with each cycle of breath. Bring intention to your breath. On your next inhale, breathe in through your nose. Feel your rib cage expand out to the side and your sternum expand up towards the ceiling and then towards your chin. Exhale, release. When you get to the bottom, pause. And then take one more exhale. Notice that you have more at the bottom. Inhale up. Feel the rib cage expand out and up. Chest rises towards the chin. Exhale down. Find one more deep inhale or exhale at the bottom. Inhale up. Exhale down. Continue to breathe at your own pace and focus on A, breathing through the nose, and then B, bringing gentle sound to the breath. Do this by constricting the throat, feel as though you're trying to breathe through a hole in the front of your throat. As you constrict the airway, the breath slows down, begin to create longer inhales and deeper exhales. The goal was not to be incredibly loud. The goal is to just bring awareness to the breath and use it as a marker for attention. So if ever you don't hear the breath or find yourself lost in thought, just come back to the breath and constrict the throat to slow down the cycle of breathing. Wherever you are, relax the breath, let it flow. Release the muscles in your neck and shoulders, underneath the jaw, and at the corners of the mouth. Relax the muscles underneath your eyes and let the eyelids be soft. Release the tension between the eyes. And let your breath flow. Final relaxation. In time, bring sensation to your fingertips and toes, and then come to meet in a seated position at the front of your mat, eyes closed. Finding one final moment of silence together. Inhale, circle your arms out, around and up. And then exhale, hands to forehead, to mouth, and to heart center. Thank you for sharing your time and attention here. And until next time, be well.